वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग, नमस्ते। कैसे हैं आप? सो टुडे वी हैव another enlightening message for you, and we are sure that this will give you a new insight. As you all know that you all have been growing, and I'm sure that you must be aware of your age, your shape, size, and how you took baby steps and now you have formed this shape. Are you aware of that? I'm sure you all are aware. So you change from baby to this stage, and I'm sure that image is very much clear in your memory. So what changed from baby to this stage is not your permanent self, is not your permanent self. That's your temporary self. Why? Because whatever is changing is temporary, and temporary thing cannot be permanent, because right from the birth to this stage you have been changing, and after some time you will change again, because you came from never changing to ever changing. So what was never changing? That is permanent. That is permanent. And which is ever changing, that is temporary. That means you will be happy for some time, you will be angry for some time, you will be excited for some time, and you will be cribbing at moments, and sometimes you may have pain, you may be suffering from a disease, you may be puzzled, you may be traveling, you may be puking out. So what all this is all your temporary self. It's not your permanent self. Permanent self is that self which keeps you always in a state which is never changing. Means where you can be completely, absolutely in great perfection, because you all are in absolute perfection always, provided you are aware of your true self, permanent self, Satchit Anand, Brahman, Atma is called true self. And true self, the nature of true self is Param Anand. And you can awaken that Param Anand by Atam Bodh, Atam Gyan, in a company of an enlightened master. An enlightened master will give you direct experience of peace, joy, happiness, and a feeling and realization of complete self within you. You don't have to chase anything. Whereas your false self means your temporary self, which is changing always, will give you suffering, little happiness, little joy, and you will start feeling, and you will get impressed with your physical changes. But that's not your permanent self, because your permanent self will be always in great state of well-being, where you can dive deep within and see your within temple, which is full of bliss, happiness, joy, and permanently present. So your permanent self, your true self, Satchit Anand Brahman Atma, which is also called Chetna, is always present, means you are never born and you will never die. You are deathless, you are immortal, and you are always self-illuminating. And this experience you can have directly when you sit in a company of an enlightened master, so that he can give you a direct experience of that energy, that vibration, which is being expressed in all scriptures, about which all great saints, all great rishis and munis and my teacher has been expressing. And we wish you to get that direct experience so that you can be completely within you, so that you can experience only bliss, joy, peace in all the moments of life. Remember, in all the moments of life, not for some time, but permanently. And the circumstances around you does not affect you anyway. Contemplate on it and have a direct experience about it with us. If you have any problem, you can message us. Thank you. Have a nice day. Namaste.